morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Today I want to, go over that steam cleaner. I want to do a couple more areas. I want to do that whole tiny little powder bathroom. I did white grout, and it is the highest trafficked area in my house because it's the guest that goes in and out. Anyways, it's the one right by the garage door. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the one most used. And then I bought some of the organizer containers from Walmart, just to try to, compare those to where I usually go, which is Container Store. But yeah, since the kids are home, everything's iced over. I have a nose patch on right now. I don't know how much I'll bust through, but those are my goals for the day. I forgot to sleep with this nose patch on. You're supposed to sleep with it for like 6 to 8 hours. And the last time I did it, it was like white on like 4 areas. It's the same company that does the pimple patches. I've showed those before. I have an ongoing code. This is one of their newer products for 20% off, but it's so, like, can you see it like crinkle up my skin? It's so strong. So I'm gonna see what kind of junk I can pull out of my nose. But typically I sleep with any kind of patch on my face. So it can like sit and cure all night. And then when you peel it off, like all the gunk, I'll show you a picture of like, when I've used these patches before, there's just like gunk like standing up on the patch. It's disgusting. But this is one of their newer products. So if you have like white heads or black heads on your bridge of your nose, this is gonna help you a ton. And they're huge. They're like big patches. You start in the middle and then you fan it out. They have a code ClearSkin20 that takes 20% off, or you can just tap this link and it should automatically apply. Mike has this like picking habit, and he picks at the back of his neck to where it like creates like problems. So he's been using my patches on his neck. Also, the man got one zit on his nose, and we were supposed to be filming, and he's like, I need those patches. I need anything you have. Trying to cover up this one zit. And I'm like, there was one night where I used 17 pimple patches, a couple months back when my face was at its worst. And I'm like, do you see how it feels? Because he has perfect skin all the time, and he was, pseudo freaking out about one on his nose. But anyways, I'll link them here. They are the best and the strongest patches. Okay, I just tried to check out in different ways, and it seems like the best deal is if you get the 72 count pimple patches plus 10 of the noses, comes out to $33 because you get free shipping at that point. So I think it's $35 to free shipping. And so it knocks it down to 33 versus if you only get the 36 pack of pimple patches, it's going to put you at 31. So you're paying $2 more and you get double the pimple patches. A lot of you guys had said the rescue cream was amazing. I failed you guys and I haven't tested that yet. So I will test that. I totally forgot. I've just been sticking to the patches because now it's just part of my routine. But a lot of y'all has said that rescue balm is really, really good. I'll try not to show my face much today as this patch is pretty distracting. But Mike this morning went to let Gary out, and apparently Gary shot out of the house and took Mike's feet up from under him, and Mike fell flat on his back. And all I can say is I'm devastated that we don't have that footage, and basically I'm in a state of mourning because we don't have that. It's a good one, actually.
It's good, but how would you want to go work out with me?
No. Mike, can you please reenact how Gary took you down today?
Oh. I mean, it was downright impressive, to be honest with you. I think it did.
It's just because your feet had no grip because of the ice?
I mean, this morning was as slippery as I've ever felt on the ground, and Gary came underneath me, and I did 2 flips in the air.
Whatever.
And landed on my feet. It was pretty awesome. It was like a cartoon.
How did it actually go, Gary? Gary, what'd you do?
Gary was just down. So
For
this
real.
was me.
Oh, we have a diagram.
This was Vaughn.
Okay.
And this was Gary. I walked out. Slippy, slippy, slippy.
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn opened door, rest the door up.
Oh, and he
Gary
shot
came
out.
running out underneath.
Mike.
In there. Slap. Beep. Oh!
Oh no. All sick. Oh, Viv, don't kiss the cage, honey. Ugh.
gross. That could get stuck in it. You want me to take it out? Here, do you need to use your car? This is on.
Is it on? Gary loves that toy.
But this is my toy.
I know, but he likes it.
But it turns on, you know.
That's right.
It turns on with the snake. But that's mine.
I also want to say, talking about houses, if you guys are out there trying to buy a house right now, especially in Texas, I guess I can only speak for the Dallas market, but
It's not just Dallas.
it's like everywhere.
It's like every major city.
We're watching two families, our dear friends, try to get houses, and it's just nuts and discouraging. They're putting in like what, 20% over? 20 to 30% over asking, and they're still losing it. And like their weekends are just consumed by stacking 8 open houses at a time. It's nuts. So if that's you, if you have not snagged the Chom Chom roller yet, this is for dog hair, cat hair, lint, dander, whatever. For your furniture, your pillows, you just, like I've showed it multiple times, but in case you missed it, go back and forth on your furniture. I even like how it leaves like clean lines, like it's been vacuumed, and then it's all in here. But Gary shed so much. This is amazing. The best hair, I don't even know what you call it, hair sucker upper ever.